سيدنا محمد عدد
Afiyeti getirenlerin ahir ve akıbetleri hayrola. Âl esbâfiyet ahiret evladı Resulü Ashab Hüseyin Efendilerimizin Sair Enbiya İzlam ve Resulü Fihan Haziratın Ervah Şeriflerine birimiz Bilal Habeş radıyallahu anh Efendimizin muhalel husus bu caminin manisi ve bugüne kadar içerisinden gelmiş geçmiş imam mezun kayyumlarının ve kahve ehli imanın ervahı sahibi Seyyid Abdülkerim Kıbrıslar Rabbani Hazretleri için Allah rızası için El Fatiha. Euzubillahimineşşeytanirracim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. İnnallâhe ve melâiketehu yusallûne alen-nebi. Ya eyyühellezîne âmenû sallu aleyhi ve sellimû teslîmâ. Allahümme salli ala seyyidina Muhammedin ve ala ali seyyidina Muhammed. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayya ale's-salâh. Hayya ale's-salâh. Hayya alel-felâh. Hayya alel-felâh. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. La ilahe illallah.
Elhamdülillah, elhamdülillah. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala Resulina Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. Nahmedullah Teala ve nasta'fir şerhu en la ilahe illallah vahdehu la şerike leh. Ve şerhu enne seyyidina Muhammeden abduhu ve habibuhu ve resuluhu. Sallallahu aleyhi ve ala alihi ve zvacihi ve sahabi tabi khulefai raşidin mahadin min ba'di. Ve zelmeti ala tahkik hususan min alameti khulefai rasul ala tahkik umar al-mu'minin Hazreti Ebu Bakr, Umar, Osman ve Ali ve ala baki sahabat tabin ridvanullah teala aleyhim ecmain. Ya eyyuhal mu'minul hazirun. İttakullah teala ve tu'innallahumellezine tekvellezine hum muhsinun. Elhamdülillahi Rabbil alemin. Ve salatu ve selamu ala eşrafil enbiya ve mursalin. Seyyidina Mevlana Muhammedin ve ala alihi ve sahbihi ecmain. All praises are due to Allah, Lord of the universes. All praises are due to Allah, who is the first and the last, the manifest and the hidden, the one who has might and power over all things. All praises are due to Allah, who sent Sayyidina Muhammad ﷺ as the most perfect example and the guide to good manners. And may all peace and blessings be upon the Sultan of creation, the Imam of the messengers, the Master of the prophets, the intercessor of the day of judgment, the grandfather of Hassan and Hussein, Sayyidina Muhammad ﷺ, and upon his noble family and blessed companions, especially upon the four Khulafai Rashidin, Hazreti Abu Bakr Siddiq, Hazreti Umar al-Faruq, Hazreti Osman al-Ghani, and Hazreti Ali al-Murtaza, and all those who follow them until the last day. Ya ayyuhal mu'minun, O believers, welcome to you on the holy day of Jummah, in the holy month of Muharram, in the new Islamic year of 1438. May this Jummah be a blessing to us. May it be a means for us to become better believers. May this Jummah be another chance for us to renew our intention to walk on the Siratul Mustaqim. O believers, we must be in Jamaat. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying in the Holy Quran, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and hold firmly to the rope of Allah altogether, and do not become divided. And remember the favor of Allah upon you when you were enemies, and He brought your hearts together, and you became, by His favor, brothers. And you were on the edge of a pit of the fire, and He saved you from it. Thus does Allah make clear to you His verses, that you may be guided. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. It is a divine command to be together and not to divide. It is a command to work together to stay on the straight path. So we must be in Jamaat. And the core of being in Jamaat, the core of being in a community, it is helping each other. It is to serve each other. The Holy Prophet ﷺ is saying in his Hadith Sharif, he who makes easy the suffering of a brother out of the sufferings of the world, Allah will make easy his suffering from the sufferings of the day of resurrection. And he who finds relief for the one who is in a hard situation, Allah would make things easy for him in the hereafter. And he who hides the faults of a Muslim, Allah would hide his faults in the world and in the hereafter. Allah is at the back support of a servant so long as the servant is at the back of his brother. And in another Hadith Sharif, he is saying, alayhi wasalam, when a person makes efforts to help his brother, he earns the reward for performing iktikaf for 10 years. So helping people, it is the duty of a believer. Helping each other, it is the duty of the people in the community. But today, majority are not helping each other. From the world level to the individual level. Look at this world today. The world today has completely reverted to the days of Jahiliyyah, to the days of ignorance. Everyone is looking only for themselves. The whole world, it has turned its back on those who are suffering under oppression and tyranny. From Syria to Burma to East Turkestan, to everywhere else in the world, we see that the world does not care for those who are being killed and tortured every day. Genocides and massacres are occurring daily, but nobody cares. The nations that have power to stop it, they don't care. And in fact, they are helping in that oppression. They are seeing how they can make money off of that oppression. And that's because at the individual level, everyone is thinking only about themselves. The majority are thinking, how can I take advantage of this situation? How can I take advantage of this person? How can I further my own agenda in every situation? What is in it that is there that is for me? How can I get what I want? And this is the attitude of the ego. And this is the attitude of the Dajjal. And because the whole world has adopted this attitude, we have fallen into this darkness. But this is not the way of Islam. This is not the way of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. This is not the way of Tariqat. This is not the way of Sufism. This way, the way that we are in it, it is the way of being selfless. It is a way of putting others first and putting yourself last. It is a way of thinking about other people and worrying for them. It is the way of working together. Because this is the way of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Listen to the story of Hazrat Salman al-Farisi radiyallahu anhu. Hazrat Salman al-Farisi, he was a beloved companion to the Prophet ﷺ. He went through countless difficulties in order to find the Holy Prophet. He was a prince in Persia. And he passed through different lands and different countries, constantly in search of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. When he finally reached to the Holy Prophet, he was living in Medina, and Hazrat Salman, at the time that he accepted Islam, he was a slave. And his owner was a very cruel person. He would not let Hazrat Salman go to visit the Holy Prophet ﷺ and be with the believers. So Holy Prophet ﷺ said to Hazrat Salman, find out what your owner wants to free you. And Hazrat Salman came back to Holy Prophet saying, my master wants 300 date trees planted. and 40 units of gold. Holy Prophet ﷺ turned to the other companions and said, help your brother. A date tree, at that time, it was very valuable. To give up part of your date groves, it was not easy. But all the Sahabis, they came together. Some gave 10 trees, some gave 15 trees, some gave 20 trees. They gave from whatever they had. They gave for their brother. And through that sacrifice for each other, they gathered the 300 trees. Holy Prophet ﷺ said, go, Ya Salman, and dig the holes where they are to be planted. When you have finished, come to me, and I will plant them with my own hands. Hazrat Salman and the companions dug those holes. And the Holy Prophet ﷺ, the Sultan of all creation, he came and with his own blessed hands planted the 300 date trees for Hazrat Salman. And Hazrat Salman al-Farisi is saying, by the one in whose hand is the soul of Salman, not one single tree among them died. The Holy Prophet ﷺ also gave the gold, and Hazrat Salman was freed. And Hazrat Salman al-Farisi is saying, after that day, I was always in the service of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. O believers, Hazrat Salman al-Farisi is in our golden chain. He is our grand sheikh after Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. What is this story teaching us? It is showing us the spirit of Islam. It is showing us the spirit of Jamaat. It is showing us how we must be towards each other. To help just one person in the Jamaat, we should be prepared to give from what we have. We have to work together in the way of Allah. And working together in the way of Allah and sacrificing, it is the way of our Ottoman grandfathers. Look at the story of the conquest of Istanbul. Together, the Ottoman soldiers carried ships over mountains in order to cross the Bosphorus. And put that event in front of your eyes. Imagine how much work it was. First building the ships, then placing them on planks, then pulling those planks across with olive oil and over the mountains. They were working together as a Jamaat to do what? What gave them that motivation? Being under the gaze of their Sultan and knowing that their work was for the sake of Allah. O believers, this is the way of the Sahabis. This is the way of the Awliya Allah. This is the way of the Ottomans. We should also work to be in this way. As our Shaykh Sahib al-Saif, Shaykh Abdul Karim al-Kabrisiya Rabbani, Qadasullah Sir, is saying, when Allah is saying, hold on to the rope of Allah altogether, some Muslims are looking up to the sky thinking that a rope is going to come down for them to hold. Hold on to the rope of Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sending His Prophet to us, saying, hold on tightly to that one. When Holy Prophet ﷺ came, he declared, 2 people, 3 people, 5 people, 10 people, small groups of people came around the Holy Prophet. They held on tightly. How tightly? They were ready to give their lives. Is it more than that? They gave their wealth, they gave their health, and they gave their lives. This is what Allah is ordering to us by saying, hold on tightly. Hold on tightly means we are going to test you in so many ways, but hold on tightly. Do not separate. Do not separate meaning, if you have separated yourself, then you are falling out. No believers, we should stay together. This Jamaat that we have, this Osman al-Naqshbandi Jamaat, it is the legacy of our Shaykh. We should stay in it together and strengthen the Jamaat and to help each other. If we do that, we will please Allah, His Messenger, and our Shaykh. And this is what we must be living for. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah lazim alazi la ilaha illa wal hayyul qayyum. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد لله كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك والحمد لله كل شيء قدير لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وكل شيء قدير لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إن كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إن كنت من الظالمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إن كنت من الظالمين سبحان قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح سبحان قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح سبحان قدوس ربنا رب الملائكة والروح إن دين عند الله الإسلام آمين إقام الصلاة
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله